I've been touched and inspired, and I thought, let's just give it a go. And I think the beauty nudged me, like, Laura, just do it. Even though I haven't washed my hair in 7 days, this is why I have a hat on. And I did want to do this without sunglasses. It is me, but it's so bright. So it is me behind the glasses. So anyway, some of what I wanted to share too was, as we're hiking hours and hours a day, obviously there's lots of time to reflect. And I didn't post or share anything on the 10th anniversary of my brain injury, which was in June. It just wasn't the right timing, when I just wasn't feeling it. And I was overwhelmed with a bunch of other things. This has been a tough couple months with the pandemic and just the cultural reality that we're all living through. It's just heartbreaking in so many ways. And I will say too, the pandemic has brought up a lot of the challenges I've had to face the past decade in the limitations from my brain injury, dealing with social isolation, being homebound, loss of control. There are just so many pieces of what the world has been dealing with. So I've been a little sensitive and feeling a little vulnerable and actually quite sad. I finally feel like I was getting my life back, even professionally and socially, in the last year. And the pandemic kind of shut all that down, and it's just been heartbreaking for me. It's like, no, I finally can go to a restaurant, and I finally can meet with friends, and I finally can teach in front of a classroom of people, of clinicians, and now all of that is on hold. And yeah, and there's more to say about that, but that's not what this was for. This video really, I just wanted to encourage you with something I've been sitting with this trip especially. This has been the hardest backpacking trip I've ever done, in terms of terrain. Actually, in terms of terrain, it's just, I'm at my edge in terms of what my brain can handle, navigating boulders and river crossings, and snowfields haven't been too bad. We've been, and just so you all know, we've been totally safe. Eric is, I call him Sherpa. He did this professionally, and he is one of the safest backcountry dudes I know. But you don't always know what boulder field you're going to encounter. And for me, actually, since I got hurt, that's one of the hardest things for my brain to have to navigate, is the balance and then choosing the safe path. And I just get exhausted. So 2 days ago, we had it was hours of boulders that I'll show you at the end of this video, just some of what it looks like. And I hope you'll stay with me in terms of where I post videos and pictures, because there's so much to share from this trip. But I reached my limit on navigating a boulder field, and my system just kind of shut down in terms of, Laura, you need to just sit, take a break, rest your brain. And I started to cry because it was just so hard. And I knew if I didn't get through this boulder field, we'd have to turn around and go 5 days back the other way, which we didn't, plan for food. And the last thing I wanted to do was go back what I just came through. So I just was able to, I've gotten good at this. From probably the closest thing to describe it to would be a panic attack. It's not like that, but I'm just overwhelmed with emotion. It's hard to take a breath. For me, it's all about fear, and I can't do this. And it's just brain overwhelm. This has happened in airport security. It's happened on airplanes. It happens in subways in London. It's when I can't get out of a environment that is, my brain cannot filter. So anyway, thank God I've learned over the years what to do, and I was able to just be with the emotion and care for it and listen to it and just hang out with it. And I asked my husband, I think it took about 5 minutes. As I sat there, I knew I just needed a good cry to just acknowledge how hard this was for me. And so the reason why I'm sharing this with you is I just want to encourage you. I don't know what your particular challenge is at this moment, or the challenges. I know we're all facing a lot, but if your particular challenge is physical or emotional, or if it's professional, cultural, spiritual, financial, I have a quote or a saying of, be kind to others. Everyone is fighting a battle you may know nothing about. And so whatever your battle is, I just want to encourage you to acknowledge that challenge, listen to it, and be with it. And if you have to have a good cry, or if it makes you angry, I hope you can express that in a healthy way, or write it out, or be creative. I think what helped calm me was I was able to just be with, here's my little friend, be with these injured parts that were so overwhelmed and scared. And I wanted to record this at the top of the pass that we got up. I pulled out my little Wonder Girl, who many of you have seen over the years. I've tapped into Wonder Woman power at different times in my recovery, when I've been faced with something that was just at my edge with my brain. And at the top of this pass, I pulled her out, and I realized she's actually getting gray and a little scratched up. But what I did in that boulder field was Laura, was able to take care of the parts of me that were injured and afraid and overwhelmed. And this feels like she's my Wonder Girl. And now I think I've got the capacity. I can take care of the vulnerable parts within me. And so what I wanted to encourage you with is, when you're feeling overwhelmed or really just challenged, to acknowledge that and be with it and take it one step at a time. That the only way to touch victory is to step into our fears. And it ain't easy, but if you stick with it, I think that's why I'm so excited. I'm sticking with it, and I'm able to enjoy spaces like this and experiences like this. So that's my encouragement to you. Hang in there, and you can do it. You can do it. Those of you who've followed me over the years know I have a shirt that says "Don't ever quit." Another one that says "Never ever give up." And that's what I'm encouraging you to do. So, okay, I'm going to end with showing you the basin that I'm in, and then I hope I'll see you again. So thanks for listening if you made it this far. Okay, be well. And here we go. First, I'm going to start with, here's our tent. Yeah, this is where we spent the night. This is Indian Lakes Basin. And here you go. And that gives you a taste of it. Oh, we're going to go all the way around. If you're still here, you want to see it all, don't you? Okay. I don't know if you can hear the water. I've got lots of water recordings from this trip. So, okay, group, thanks. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.